Am I the bumhole for telling my girlfriend the truth about toddlers? My girlfriend Amy is incredible. Smart, funny, ambitious, and a total germaphobe. Her apartment? Surgical clean. No shoes past the door, every surface disinfected twice a day, and even her toothbrush lives in a sealed Ziploc bag. She showers 3 times a day, minimum. I'm clean, but next to her, I look like I was raised by wolves. Lately, we've been talking about the future. Marriage, kids, the whole deal. And honestly, I want that too. But here's the issue. Amy believes we can have kids without the chaos. She thinks the house will stay spotless, that the baby will somehow stay pristine, like those Instagram families that look like a catalog ad. I tried to explain kids are chaos. Beautiful chaos, sure, but still chaos. I grew up with 3 younger siblings and a pack of cousins. Diapers leak at 3 a.m. Juice boxes explode on white couches, and toddlers will at some point decide that spaghetti sauce is body paint. It's not an if, it's a when. When I told her that, she got quiet, then upset. She said I was being negative, maybe even unsupportive, like I didn't want kids with her. But that's not it. I just don't think she understands what she's signing up for. Parenting isn't sterile. It's sticky, loud, and full of messes you'll laugh about later. Now we're in this weird limbo. Still talking about kids, but also fighting about hypothetical spills and chaos that don't even exist yet. And I can't help but wonder, am I the one being too harsh? Or is she just not ready for the reality of parenting? Sometimes love isn't about the romance. It's about whether you can survive the storm together. I banned my own mom from seeing my newborn. I'm due to give birth to my daughter in just a few months, and what should have been the happiest time of my life has turned into a fight I never thought I'd have. I grew up in a hyper-religious home where modern medicine was treated like the enemy. My mom skipped most doctor visits, refused every vaccine, and believed essential oils and prayer could fix anything. Back then, I didn't know better. But now, I work in the medical field, and I've seen what really happens when infants get sick. Babies on ventilators, parents begging doctors to save them, babies who never make it home. It's not rare, it's not dramatic, it's reality. So when I told my mom she'd need a flu shot before meeting her granddaughter, I already knew what her answer would be. She laughed. She said her immune system is too strong to ever get sick, that supplements and faith would protect her. And when I explained how dangerous that is for a newborn, she got defensive, accused me of letting the internet scare me and acting like I know better than my own mother. That's when I made my choice. I told her, no shot, no visit. At least not until my daughter is older and stronger. And now, she's calling me cruel. She says I'm tearing the family apart, that my baby will grow up resenting me. And even though I know I'm protecting my child, the guilt is heavy. There's this part of me that aches, wondering if I'm pushing my own mom out of my daughter's life. But then I remember the things I've seen, the tiny patients I've watched struggle just to breathe, their parents' faces when they realize love alone can't keep their babies safe. Being a mom means making the hard calls, even when they break your heart. And this is one of them. She called me manipulative for protecting my son. When my son was born, I thought everything would finally settle, like my family would finally feel whole. But instead, it feels like I'm standing in the middle of a war I never started, and every move I make risks blowing everything apart. My sister has always been distant. She's quiet, keeps to herself, never really lets anyone in. But through it all, she never once said she had a problem with my husband. For 7 years, he's been nothing but polite. Small talk, greetings, just basic kindness. That's it. Then, last week, everything exploded. He stopped by my parents' house to drop something off, food I'd cooked for them. 5 minutes later, he came home pale, shaking. He said she snapped at him, told him flat out not to talk to her. I thought maybe there'd been a misunderstanding, so I called her. She ignored me for a whole day before finally texting back. And what she said, it knocked the air out of me. She said she hates him, always has, and that her one boundary is that he never speak to her. No reason, no explanation, just pure, unshakable hatred. I tried to stay calm. I even agreed that he wouldn't go over there anymore alone. But I also told her the truth. If she can't even tolerate being in the same room with my husband, then it will affect her relationship with her nephew. Because how can I keep bringing my son around someone who despises his father? And that's when she flipped it. She called me manipulative, accused me of playing the victim, told me I was the one tearing the family apart just for standing up for my husband and my child. Now I feel stuck between my husband, my son, and my sister. And every choice I make feels like I'm losing someone. I keep asking myself, do I protect my own little family? Or do I keep sacrificing my peace just to keep hers? Am I the bum for leaving a wedding to avoid a scene? I swear, I showed up to my cousin's wedding just wanting to celebrate her. No drama, no attention, just me, my dress, and the gift I'd picked out weeks ago. Then I saw him. My ex from uni. The guy I broke up with years ago because I wasn't ready to settle down. He's married now to someone who was on our course back then too. Honestly, I wasn't even bothered. We'd both moved on. At least I thought we had. She came to my table first, all smiles at first. Asked about my job, my life, even why I didn't show up to graduation. I kept it polite, told her I'd skipped because of family funerals and honestly, my social anxiety. She nodded. Then, completely out of nowhere, she says, "My husband doesn't care about you anymore." I brushed it off. If she wanted to make a scene, I wasn't giving her that satisfaction. I excused myself and sat somewhere else, but she found me again, and this time she was angry, accusing me of being jealous, of skipping graduation just to avoid seeing them together, which makes no sense because I didn't even know they were dating back then. Her voice kept getting louder, people started staring, and all I could think was how badly I didn't want to be part of the spotlight. So I left, slipped out quietly, handed my gift to a family member, and drove home. A few days later, my cousin texted me, furious, saying I'd ruined her wedding by starting fights and bringing old drama into her big day. And the worst part? She said it was all my fault for leading him on back then, like the 19-year-old me should have known any better. Now I'm sitting here wondering, did I really ruin her wedding? Or am I just the easiest person for everyone else to blame? And if I'm honest, I'm starting to wonder if I'll ever be able to look at my cousin or myself the same way again.